Oh well folks, these lead-free bullets, what's to expect? Well, the reality is you might shoot deer really well, and if you're shooting best practice chest shots, you're going to expect deer to run anyways. But with lead-free, they tend to run that a little bit further. Now there's a bit of research out there where X number of deer were shot and the average distance run was only something like 20 meters. But the problem with that research was 2/3 of the deer were actually pretty much headshot or neck shot, so they're not going to run anyways. So if we look at the chest shot deer of that survey, you'd probably find they run a long way. And I've just shot a roe deer with a 7mm Rem mag, right? 7mm Rem mag, 120 grain Barnes TTSX. Nothing wrong with the ammo, love it to bits. It's really accurate and it does its job, but deer will run if you chest shoot them. So if you shoot best practice, they're off, right? So this deer's already run to here about 40 meters and the blood's pouring out of it, to be fair, right? So I'd expect it to be nicely chest shot, but it's run into that kind of stuff there. So we've got thicket that you need to get on your hands and knees to go and get deer. Now, I've got my doggy, which is great, but there's a nice blood trail. So you'd have found that deer anyways, but sometimes you just don't get those blood trails. So we're all switching over to these wonderful lead-free alternatives, whether it's Barnes, GMX, whatever it happens to be. You've got to expect these runners. And ideally now, this is the time to start thinking about getting yourself a dog and training it up for deer. Because if you don't, you're going to be calling out someone that has got a dog. The reality is these deer run a long way. And if you're working anywhere around commercial forestry like this, where you've got restockings, you've got thickets, you've got high forest, the deer are running, they will run a good distance. I've had them run over 120 meters perfectly shot. It's just gone straight through the lungs. There's not been a lot of damage. It's not really expanded and dumped its energy. So expect those deer to run. But we've got our deer, we've dragged out of the trees. I've got a little bit of light left, so I'm going to get out of here. But just an observation, I shoot a lot of these deer with lead-free bullets, and if you're chest shooting them, best practice shooting, they're going to run, and they can run quite a long way. So be prepared for that. Think about getting yourself a dog if you're going to be shooting on these areas, okay? That'll help you out. Good luck all. Have a great season.